The first issue is asset protection, both for your company as well as yourself personally. Pest control companies are required by Arizona law to keep a minimum amount of insurance coverage to protect themselves. Arizona law mandates a $300,000 public liability insurance policy, as well as a $300,000 property damage insurance policy. If a pest control company also engages in termite service, Arizona requires that they hold a $100,000 bond to engage in such services. It's been my experience that these are the minimums, and a pest control company owner should consider that a $300,000 policy is not enough to protect themselves in the event of a catastrophic injury or disaster. With numerous technicians and applicators out on the roads driving around, if one of them were to get into an accident or incur property damage, or with the application of pest control products themselves, a $300,000 liability policy can be eaten up pretty quickly. The next is protecting yourself personally. Pest control companies have a wide range of options in Arizona, whether to form an LLC, a partnership, a corporation, or a sole proprietorship. Each different business structure offers different legal protections, both disadvantages as well as advantages. Pest control company owners should sit down with an attorney who can help guide them into what is the most appropriate business structure for their business and the best way to shield their personal assets. Another challenge that pest control companies face is complying with numerous federal and state regulations. Federal regulations occur through the Environmental Protection Agency, or the EPA. The EPA regulates pesticides and reviews each pesticide every 15 years to ensure that they properly comply with standards of safety. At the state level, and that's the level that most pest control companies in Arizona are more familiar with, is the Office of Pest Management. The Office of Pest Management is governed by the Arizona Department of Agriculture and primarily does three things. First, it trains, educates, and issues licenses to pest control companies and their applicators. Second, it enforces state regulations. And third, it responds to consumer complaints. If your company has received a consumer complaint, an investigator from the Office of Pest Management will investigate that complaint and report its findings to the director of the Arizona Department of Agriculture. At this point, if you're aware that you're under investigation, it's important to retain an attorney who is familiar both with the pest control industry as well as with administrative law. Arizona pest control companies also face numerous issues related to their employees and employment law in general. This often stems from having and hiring independent contractors as well as engaging in non-compete clauses with their employees. With independent contractors, pest control company owners are often lulled into a false sense of security, thinking that they're not liable for the actions or conduct of their independent contractor. This is not true. Speaking with an attorney about an independent contractor can help a pest control company owner recognize the liability issues that it still faces from hiring these independent contractors. Secondly, have you properly classified your employee as an independent contractor? I've noticed recently that the IRS has begun auditing pest control companies because of the high number of independent contractors that they employ, and the IRS has found that pest control companies have misclassified their employees as independent contractors. Misclassifying your employee as an independent contractor can bring significant fines upwards of $20,000 from the IRS. Recently, the Arizona Court of Appeals, as well as the Arizona Supreme Court, have invalidated non-compete clauses, finding them too restrictive. Having an attorney review your employment contracts, as well as your non-compete clauses, is a good way of ensuring that they are accomplishing the purpose that you want them to.